Okay, so hello everyone. So you guys know I always like to bring you amazing information. And we are all adults, and everything I learned that I think will benefit you, you guys can take that information and do what you want with it. And I just learned about something pretty amazing, but I don't know enough about it. So I brought on the two experts that's going to share this item with us. And it has to do with Photolight therapy patches, and they're both going to correct me if I'm wrong on the description part of it. But I want to introduce you to Dr. David Yates, who is on with us, and also the amazing Caesar Gomez. So Dr. Yates, give me a 60-second bio on you.
So I'm an upper cervical specific chiropractor, which means that I specialize in the upper neck, and I am a distributor for LifeWave and its wonderful phototherapy patches.
Awesome. Thank you. Caesar, give me a 60-second on you.
Yeah, my name is Caesar. I'm out of California. I've been involved with LifeWave for over 20 years. And basically, just had a lot of great fun with it. I really like the technology and yeah, so pretty much.
Perfect. Thank you so much. So Dr. Yates, why don't you tell me exactly what this thing is? Describe it for people like me who are lay people that don't understand about photolight therapy.
So first of all, it's a little round patch that you put on your body. The patch is 100% organic. It's non-allergenic. The patch is designed to trap the infrared light that our body emits constantly and redirect it back into the skin and nervous system, bringing the body into homeostasis.
Wow. And how exactly does that work? I mean, how does that patch work to do that for your body?
So the nervous system, our central and peripheral nervous systems are responsible for maintaining homeostasis or balance in our body. Balance of every kind, hormonal balance, musculoskeletal balance, gut biome balance, everything in our body. The balance of our body is determined by how well our brain communicates with every cell in the body. Okay, and that is through the central and peripheral nervous systems, mainly through the central nervous system, because that's the conduit for communication between every cell in our body and the brain. And we know the brain to be Houston control. Our brain stem is the switchboard operator of all messages that go from the brain to the body and from the body to the brain. And by the way, that's why I am an upper cervical specific chiropractor, because I make sure that there's no interference to that communication. That is essential for optimal health. As a matter of fact, you cannot achieve optimal health without that occurring in the body, no interference to that communication. So this patch is designed, and I'm specifically talking about X39. What LifeWave has done is it's found a way to manipulate the wavelengths that are set off from the infrared light that our body emits. Okay. And the reason that this resonates so much with me is that our bodies have what's called innate intelligence. Okay. The best doctor for each individual is the doctor within you, which is the spirit of God that gives your flesh light and the innate intelligence of God that created you. We all have that within us, which means that we can heal from anything. Okay. It doesn't matter what it is. You name the disease, you can be healed from it. And so this patch actually works synergistically with the doctor within you, which is the innate intelligence of the body, to identify where you're deficient, okay, and elevate or decrease in the areas where you need to be elevated or decreased to create homeostasis and balance of the body of all kind. And that is health in a nutshell.
Wow, thank you for that explanation. That's amazing. And Caesar, what can you tell me as far as like the general science behind it or any
Yeah.
kind of, yes, go ahead.
Yeah, so over 20 years being involved in the home-based business industry, I've done several companies as an independent distributor. I know that a lot of companies don't do a lot of research, a lot of double-blind studies. A lot of them don't have a lot of patents. We've actually got over 80 patents in over 60 countries. So we've got presence, pretty much in over 60, 70 countries now, like Japan, Korea, Ireland, Mexico, Canada. And so what our scientist and inventor has done over those years is, he's been able to have a lot of clinical studies behind his technology, to actually go and validate what we have. Good example would be the glutathione patch. A lot of people don't know what that means. That's basically your master antioxidant in your body that actually helps you look and feel better, as well as also helps you go detoxify your body and your liver. And so some of our studies have shown with that particular product that it raises your levels up to 300% within 24 hours. That's really unheard of. I know you can go to Costco and you can get pills that will help you about 20%, or you can get shots to raise those levels. So some of our studies have gone really deep with our technology. And I think that's why we're having a phenomenal, last couple of years. We're actually on a growth pattern, really upswing. So pretty excited about that. And, it's just able to go ahead and have more professional chiropractors, medical doctors, holistic people, actually go ahead and take a look at our technology because of the validation we have. And yeah, so back to you.
Thank you for that explanation. I love that you talked about how you can go to Costco and get pills or you could get shots of this thing. And with my journey, if you could stay away from pills and shots and do anything natural,
Yes.
that's better. And I know that this is a natural product that works with your own body, which is amazing. So Dr. Yates, who are the people that are using this? Are they older people, younger athletes? Who's actually using this product?
Anybody who wants to look younger, feel better is using this. I mean, really, it obviously for the X39 patch, it's more geared towards an older crowd, just because as we age, Lynette, we lose stem cells. And the more I learn about stem cells and their importance in our overall health, the more amazed I become with this technology. I don't fully understand it myself because I'm not a stem cell expert. I'm a chiropractor. But I will say this, that as we age, okay, we lose more and more stem cells the older we get. And the body loses the ability to heal, okay, and repair when you don't have stem cells. A good example is children. When you're born, you have the most stem cells you're ever going to have at birth. What do those stem cells do for a newborn baby? Well, that's what allows the every tissue in their body to grow. Their bones, okay, their heart, okay, muscles, everything is dependent upon those stem cells. Without those stem cells, no growth would take place. And so if you're an elderly person and you have degeneration of joints, or you have fractures, or you have things going on where the body is breaking down, X39 is vital for somebody like that who wants to repair their body and return it to a more youthful state, because somehow this technology elevates the number of stem cells or repairs the dead stem cells that have died that you were born with. Like I said, I don't know exactly how that all works, but I know that for myself, it took my health to a level that I did not expect. When I started using this technology, there was nothing wrong with me. I considered myself one of the most optimally healthy people that you'll ever meet. And I had no expectations of anything. So it wasn't a placebo effect, but it started working immediately when I put it on my body. And I'm blown away by what it can do as far as repairing every tissue in your body, no matter what it is, and
Wow.
returning it to a more youthful state.
And you wear it for how long, Dr. Yates?
So when I first started wearing it, I was wearing it every day. Now I only wear it like 3 times a week. And the patch can be worn from anywhere from 12 to 24 hours. And it's interesting because, I'm not wearing it as much because I don't really have a need, but somebody who has like degeneration, like serious degeneration of any type of tissue or any chronic pain, which is only experienced through our nervous system. I mean, like I said, if it wasn't for the central nervous system, you wouldn't experience anything in life. You wouldn't experience pain. You wouldn't experience pleasure. You wouldn't experience smell, taste, touch, nothing. Okay, without your nervous system. And like I said, it works synergistically with the innate intelligence of our body to heal what needs to be healed, to regenerate what needs to regenerate, to rejuvenate what needs to be rejuvenated.
Wow. Does it give you energy? Because Caesar, I'm wearing the patch here
Uh-huh.
at the base of my neck, and I'm feeling better. Like I don't know, like a little step in my whatever, skipping my step. I just feel like I have more energy and I have it here at the base of my neck. Um, so it's for me, I'm like, wow, and I just put it on yesterday.
Wow.
So yeah, and I did the 12 hours and then I switched it today to the other one. But David said I could wear it for 24. I might do that.
Yeah, and I wear it. I see what I do is I shower at night. Okay, I don't shower in the morning. I wait until night. I take a nice warm shower, or hot shower. It helps me sleep. After I get out of the shower, everything's clean. I pop it on me. I'm only doing that Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays, and
Mm.
so I wear it while I'm sleeping. I don't wear it during the day, and that's one of the things that it says in the directions that you should wear it during the day. But I found that it works just as good at any time of the day, 24 hours a day. And like I
Okay.
said, and it depends on you. I mean, I just like to have it on for the 24 hours and then I discard it until 2 days later when I put it on Wednesday and then Friday night, and
Okay.
thus goes the show.
Yeah,
Good.
yeah, let me just say this. It just kind of depends on your body. I mean, the recommended usage is to use it for 12 hours and go ahead and give your body a little bit of rest. But then, we have people, for example, that, their diet is not so and so. So those people may want to use it for 6 hours one day, drink a lot of water, be hydrated, and maybe go ahead and put the same patch on, the next day for 6 hours. So
Oh,
it depends on your body. It's almost like, you got to kind of figure out what, your body says to you. I know that, for me over the years, there's people that say, you know what, I use it for 12 hours and then I freeze it and then I put it back on with sports tape and it works again. So it just really
oh,
depends on your body. But Doc, I was going to say that, you're looking much younger. For
he
some
is
reason,
from the
you're
first
looking
time I
much
talked to
younger.
him.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and so, for example, I mean, I'm almost I'll be 60 next year, and sometimes I get people that say, "What are you doing?" Well, I've been using this technology for many years, and maybe it's working. But yeah, so it does help with that. So I just
Well,
Great.
want.
and
Thank
I'm
you.
glad, Caesar, that you mentioned that about the length of time to wear it. Um, the reason that I was able to wear it 24 hours from the beginning, Lynette, really, I believe, is because I was already experiencing optimal health. But somebody who isn't at the level of health that I was when I started using it, you bring up a very good point, Caesar. It just might be a shock to the body, and so you don't use it as long, okay? Because you don't want to shock the body like that. See, my body wasn't shocked by the effects of the phototherapy, because, like I said, my body was already functioning at a very high level, higher than most people. But somebody, it could be a shock to them, and because my body functions at a very high level, I stay hydrated naturally, more so than most people. And that's a very good point as well, that you have to stay very hydrated by using it. And like I said, that is because it works, and it's basically doing a lot of repairing in the body, and that repair basically takes up energy. Okay. And so yes, Lynette, it gives you more energy, especially if you're lacking that. Because it's working, it's repairing things, it's making things better. And what that does is that gives every cell in your body more energy.
Perfect. Thank
Your
you.
body doesn't have to work as hard to do what it usually has to do
Perfect.
because
Thank
of the
you. And
repair.
Caesar, thank you for mentioning that as far as your body, because that's what I preach all the time. You have to listen to your body, because like what works for David isn't going to work for me or for
That's
you.
correct.
So everybody have to listen to their bodies. So Caesar, on this, what kind of testimonials are you getting on this product?
Sure. Before I go into that, Doc, I just want to also say, I mean, do you recommend, which, I always tell people to, don't just use it for a week or two. I mean, it's very important to use it for 30, 60 to 90 days and above, because the more you use this technology, it just seems to work a lot better within time. Can you just, add a little bit of that, and then I'll come back to the people who use it, Doc?
I'm sorry. So yeah, I agree 100%. So what happens is we're all and you just said it, Lynette, we're all at different levels of health. Okay. Every individual is unique in the level of health that they're at. Okay. But that's what's so beautiful about this technology, is that it takes that into account. Okay. And we also have to be very cognizant that, like I said earlier, our body is our best doctor. Okay. No doctor knows what's going on in our body.
Right.
I mean, we literally have an infinite number of chemical reactions taking place in our bodies every few moments. Okay. That can only be managed by the man upstairs. We can't even comprehend the number infinite. It's without beginning and without end. But that's how many chemical reactions are taking place in our body every few moments. That can only be managed by innate intelligence. And I say this because, a lot of people think they're healthy, but they don't realize that they're developing diseases like cancer, heart disease, these silent killers. And so, but guess what? Your innate intelligence knows. And when you use this patch, you might be using it to get rid of pain, or you might be using it to have more energy, or you might be using it to strengthen your immune system with the glutathione patch, or you might be using it to elevate melatonin with our silent night patch. Or you might be using it to treat acute pain with our ice wave patch that diminishes inflammation in the area that there's inflammation. But the beauty about X39 is that, let's say that you are developing cancer cells, or let's say that your body is like your arteries are in need of repair, that you're developing heart disease and you're developing these hard arteries, right? Guess what? You're not going to have symptoms from stuff like that for decades. But see, the X39 knows that that's going on, and it will always address the survival issue. It'll always address what is most needed for you personally to survive. Once it has repaired that, once it has mitigated the threat of death through cancer or heart disease, then it'll start to work on nuisances like pain, or I'm having chronic fatigue. Those are things that aren't going to kill you. Heart
Right.
disease and
So,
cancer will. And
so,
and I'm telling you, I haven't proven this, but based on my knowledge, I really believe that that's what's happening with this technology. And I believe it because of the stem cells, because of the activation of stem cells.
got it. So Doc, I mean, the more you use it, the better, obviously. That was the question earlier is if you use it for 30, 90, 60 days above, it just works a lot better the longer you use it. So,
Good.
Well,
but,
yeah, I mean, that's
okay,
what I'm saying. You can't really say that you've
okay,
tested anything unless you've used it for a minimum of 30 days. Like I would always tell my patients, you need to be under my care for a minimum of 90 days, 3 months,
okay,
and then we'll reassess. Because healing takes time.
Yes.
Okay,
gotcha,
we want to speed it up. We want it to be healed right now.
okay,
But guess what? Our bodies don't work that way. And if
Right.
you're dealing with a chronic issue that you've had for 10, 20 years, it's not going to go away in 7 days.
Right.
It's not going to go away in 1 month. It's not going to
Perfect.
go away in 3 months. It might take years. Okay. And you just got to be patient with the process of healing. And
Yeah.
most people.
Thank you
gotcha.
for saying that.
So Lynette, you were asking earlier as far as who's benefiting, who uses it. Well, it depends. I mean, if you want to look and feel younger, and that sort of thing. Well, the X39 is an excellent product. We have, people that are in their 20s, 30s that need more energy, want to, go ahead and maintain that youth throughout their period of life. It works. We have the Ice Way, which helps with people that have pain. We're not medical doctors or anything like that. If you're under some kind of a medication, we always say, please consult your doctor before trying anything like this. Usually, that they say it's fine, just a little patch, that sort of thing. But we have even pets that use our technology. We have cats, we have dogs that use it, whether they're in pain, whether they want to, stay, living a little longer. X39 is an extra product. We also have a very specific line for horses, for race horses. So, all walks of life, it really doesn't really matter. The age, the appropriate age that they say you should use it would be over 18 years old. But any mother, any father could try it on their young child that maybe wants to play soccer, better soccer, get more energy, that sort of thing. So
Right.
hope
And
that
what
helps.
kind of testimonials are you getting?
Well, testimonials are, people that have been in pain for, like say have a pain issue from, we'll send a scale from 1 to 10, maybe they're a 7 when they put the Ice Wave. Within minutes, they obviously feel the relief of that. But have problems sleeping. Maybe they'll go ahead and put on a silent night to help them raise those levels, a melatonin to help them sleep better. Again, if they want to look and feel younger, it could be, I've heard stories of ladies that used to use Botox, which is, not really kind of recommended in a way, but now when they use RX39 within, a month or two, they're looking younger. We have a lot of testimonials online that people can see, but it depends. But I think our X39 is almost like a go-to product for, feeling better, looking younger.
Perfect.
And,
Thank
and,
you.
and it's even more than that. I mean, post-surgery, I mean, scar tissue that, I anybody who's had a surgery should be using X39. Wound care, okay? Any type of tissue that's been damaged in the body through surgery, through cuts, wounds, anything like that, anything like that, you should be using X39 because it'll help you heal quicker than if you're not using it. And who doesn't want to heal quicker?
Correct.
Right. Well, you just answered my next question was, what's the main reason somebody would want to use that? That's a perfect reason. Caesar, what about you? What's one of the main reasons somebody would want to use this product?
Well, for example, for me, I've been using the glutathione patch for many years. I like that protocol. X39 launched in 2019, so I've been on that myself. And then I use the energy patches on certain meridian points in my feet, because back in 2020 I got COVID pretty bad in my lower lungs, and so that's kind of my protocol. But I mean, people would want to use it again to feel better, to look better, just kind of as a maintenance, situation, just in case things, are kind of coming down the pipeline. If you're 40 or 50 or 60, then you're worried about, hey, what technology can I use? I mean, along with other supplements people use, and that's a good point. Real quick here, it doesn't matter what products you're on in the marketplace. There's a lot of great shakes and all sorts of products out there. This technology just happens to work a little bit better with people that are taking care of the body. So it's just, all overall.
So I have to back you up a little bit, because you said something that's always fascinated me about like the bottom of your feet, because I know there's pressure points that go to each part of our bodies. But you were saying that you put one on the bottom of your feet for your lungs? Did I understand that right? Explain that.
Yeah, there's certain meridian points on your feet that you can put to go and help go and activate. I guess you could say almost like if you're getting almost like a healing situation. And so I guess it's kind of like a Chinese medicine where there's points. And of course, people also use acupuncture, certain points in your body.
Right.
And so this is kind of like with on needles, so I like to put them below. I use them at least every other day, because with energy patches you use them every other day. And so to me, I mean, I just want to be able to feel better, and I have. I mean, over the years I've done very well using this technology.
Thank you so much.
And
Dr.
along those lines of energy, I mean, really, that's what we're dealing with here. I mean, the innate intelligence of the body is energy. I mean, that we some people call it energy, some people call it their spirit, but that's what it is. It's energy. It's that's what heals. Okay. And so with those meridian points, acupuncture, that's a great example. That how does acupuncture work? Okay. It works with targeting those areas of the body where you can heal, you can help facilitate the healing of certain things by different meridians and energy points. Okay. What I love about X39 is that it looks at the whole body and it decides, okay, this is what we need to focus on. It's really smart technology. At least that's been my ascertained, ascertaining like how I've reacted to it. I mean, it has really blown me away. I mean, it works like what I offer as a chiropractor. I mean, and making sure there's no interference to the body's innate intelligence. So yeah, it's pretty amazing stuff.
Thank you so much. And thank you both for your time. I'm going to put the link in the interview. I'm going to upload it to all my different platforms and website and all that, but I'll put the link in the interview for those that are interested. Dr. Yates, where can they find you if they want to connect with you?
So I'm on all the social platforms, but I would just, I mean, LinkedIn, it would be the best way, because that's where I do most of my business. I mean, the social platforms, I don't really like TikTok or Instagram or even Facebook. I mean, I'm really focused on LinkedIn right now and just talking to professionals that are in the functional medicine space, acupuncturists, nurses, just people, anybody in the healthcare space is that I'm reaching out to on LinkedIn and introducing them to this technology. So I would say just LinkedIn, Dr. David Yates.
Okay, that was my next question. What are you under?
Dr. David Yates.
And Mr. Gomez, how can they find you?
Yeah, I'm same thing. I use a lot of LinkedIn, and they can just pull me up with my name. Or if they have any questions, what they can do is go ahead and go through your link, and then they can DM you, and then you can connect with me. I'd be more happy to help and answer any kind of questions.
Perfect. Thank you so much. both of
Thank
you for
you.
your time. I appreciate
Appreciate
you
that.
very, very much. We'll talk soon.
Thanks,
Bye-bye.
Lynette.
Okay,
Thank you.
hang on, I'm gonna stop the recording.